This is the Mobvoi Ticwatch Pro Android smartwatch. This was launched on Mobvoi's website just last month. I got a chance to try this out for a few weeks as an Apple iOS user. I know this is an Android Wear OS device, and so it works best with Android phones, but today we're going to find out if it plays nice with Apple devices too. So stick around first because we're going to talk about its specs. I'm going to need some help here because it's quite a list. This has a 1.39-inch AMOLED display with a 400 by 400 resolution pixel per inch, 512MB of RAM, 4GB of storage, supports NFC, has GPS, Bluetooth 4.2, IP68 water and dust resistance, and a battery capacity of 415 mAh. Mobvoi claims that you get between 2 to 30 days of usage, but more on that in just a second. Inside you have the Qualcomm Snapdragon Wear 2100 chipset for brain, so it's not a new chipset. It's got a full Wear OS experience in there, so you can download apps from the Google Play Store and activate it with your voice using Google Assistant. It retails for $250 on Mobvoi's website, which translates to about... Wait, how much is it in Singapore dollars? Let me ask Google. Okay Google. How much is $250 in Singapore dollars?
250 United States dollars equals 343 Singapore dollars and 64 cents.
Okay, so 344 Singapore dollars then. Now before I proceed, I need to make a disclaimer here. Before the Ticwatch Pro, I have never used a smartwatch in my entire life. So this is you can say that it's my very first smartwatch. So if I say anything wrong, please correct me in the comments section below. The one gripe that everybody has about smartwatches is how quickly they die. Now Mobvoi says that this has between 2 to 30 days of battery life on its website. In comparison, the Apple Watch 3 costs 498 Singapore dollars with a battery life of less than 10 hours. Now you may think that they are exaggerating like what most brands do with their products, but it's achievable, and let me tell you how they do it. This watch has two screen modes, Smart Mode and Essential Mode. Smart Mode is your full Wear OS experience, so you have access to your apps, your fitness tracker, your Google Assistant, changeable watch faces that you can download. I download a lot of watch faces. On top of this AMOLED display is an LCD screen, classic LCD, like the kind that you find in my... Yeah, I still have it here. My classic Casio watch, okay? So it uses so little battery, and this is called Essential Mode, giving you the bare essentials that you need in a smartwatch. And on this screen you have basic information like time, date, and battery life. The Ticwatch Pro extends battery life by switching between these modes. So it's a dumb watch if you're not doing anything with it, but when you want to use it as a smartwatch, just tilt up your wrist and smartwatch. And I think this is a very smart way of extending the watch's battery life because you don't need it as a smartwatch all the time, right? And if ever you forget to charge it, I mean it happened to me, right? So I'm speaking from personal experience, you still get at least a dumb watch on your wrist and not a paperweight. So kudos to Mobvoi for implementing this. They may not be the first, I think Casio has a watch like that, but they've done it really well. So if battery life is your main concern here, the Ticwatch Pro, easy choice. And this being my first smartwatch experience, the Ticwatch Pro is surprisingly quite easy to use. You just have to download the Wear OS app on your iPhone and set it up from there. It's got only two buttons. The top button takes care of your wake, power, and Google Assistant. The bottom button takes care of your fitness tracker. A feature that I hardly use because I don't normally work out. Naturally, I look good already. Shut up. But I've tried it as a fitness tracker before, and based on what I've discovered, yes, it does work pretty well as a fitness tracker. It even tracks your heart rate and your daily calorie burn while in Essential Mode and transfers the data to your phone the next time you sync it up. On a personal note, I feel quite neutral about its looks. I know some people like the way it looks, some people don't, but I feel that this looks sporty enough to be used with my daily casual wear. Yeah, maybe a little too big for my wrist, but it looks okay. However, sometimes I do wish that it could look as elegant as the Apple Watch 3 so that I can wear it with my more formal outfit. So all those features are great. However, if you're an Apple iOS user, you won't have access to certain other features, and I'm going to lay them out for you, okay? So here it goes. You can access your iPhone's contacts on your watch but you won't be able to make any phone calls. You can receive notifications from apps like WhatsApp, Telegram and Instagram, but you won't be able to respond to them from your watch. You gotta hop onto your phone to do that. And the third thing I'm not happy about, and this applies to all Wear OS devices, so I gotta be fair, it's not just about the Ticwatch Pro, you can't listen to music. So as an iOS user, should you get the Ticwatch Pro? It depends on what you're looking for. If you are looking for a great fitness tracker with amazing battery life at a reasonable price, the Ticwatch Pro is your guy, because this retails for 344 Singapore dollars. The Apple Watch retails for 498 Singapore dollars at the very least. So you're looking at a big price difference here. And with the Ticwatch Pro, you can still have access to your notifications, Google Assistant, which is a great voice assistant by the way. Okay Google, tell me about the Greeks.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The Greeks are an ethnic group native to Greece.
Oh, and one more thing. It's amazing battery life. Beats the Apple Watch 3's battery life any day. But if you're looking for a full-featured smartwatch as an iOS user, I cannot think of a better solution than the Apple Watch 3. Simply because you get to reply messages from your watch, answer phone calls, listen to music, and also have access to Apple's entire ecosystem. So if you're not short on budget, at this point I would still recommend the Apple Watch 3, otherwise the Ticwatch Pro is a great choice. Thank you for watching my first ever smartwatch review. Like I said before, if I said anything wrong in the process, I apologize and please correct me in the comment section below. But I hope it was a helpful video for you overall. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to watch more of such videos from me, please subscribe and don't forget to ring the bell to join my notification squad, because I upload videos every single week and this is the only way you will get notified. And please support my work on Patreon and PayPal. Links are down below in the description box, and I thank you in advance for any contributions. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Aaron. You're watching Aaron is Loud and Wireless. Till the next video, face palm out.